Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate completed their trek through the Gunda Pass Road, and while being joined by the half-elf, half-arachnid Kurid, you all found your way to Bramblecrest Ports at the very southern tail of the continent Graldine. As you entered the small shoreside town, you quickly found that some characters were unusual and worth avoiding, while others were entertaining enough. However, you found a small stables and sold Gia your horses, pony and cart, all for a bargain price before heading to the docks. There you found numerous ships ranging from fishing barges to party boats, sailing ships and even a galleon that was on port. Over a small course of time, all of you interacted and spoke to the captains upon these ships, insulting Meadow on the Brine Barnacle, getting fucked on by the dwarves on the Keg's Last Stand, and getting propositioned by Isildur on the Verdant Eye. You soon came to your senses and went back to Meadow, apologising for the most part, and she told you to take the rest of the afternoon or evening to wait for her crew to rejoin during the night or early morning, depending on what kind of night was to be had. Now, you all stand atop the Brine Barnacle with Captain Meadow and her frail, mentally and physically scarred father Briar, and you all look out to the Tyler's Gulf, the waves gently swaying before crashing upon the rocks of the shore, knowing that in the next few hours you'll be upon those waters and come face to face with whatever may inhabit them. And this is where we pick it up. So, as all of you continue just to take a look out, you can turn to your right side and be able to see still some of the town of Bramblecrest. But you see Kurid is kind of like, he's got two of his arachnid legs like just barely on the gangplank. Or sorry, just barely on the ship, as he is still on the gangplank. Not balancing really, just holding onto the ship. Onto the sort of handrails on the side. Mido just looks to all of you. So, have you got any plans until we get going?
That's a good spot to hang out.
I mean, it really depends on what hanging out is to you. You know, a punch up and a drink?
Are you going to see the fishbowl?
That's really the only place in Bramblecrest that you can go find those things.
Well, it looks like we might be there for a bit.
Right, well, I'm going to go talk to some of the crew that are here, and then basically just be waiting for Mog and the rest to get over.
Out of interest, can I have a quick look at your ballista, see if I can improve it in any way?
No, because it doesn't need improving. But you can follow your friends and leave the ship, go do your business, and then come back here before we set sail.
And what time are we setting sail?
Depends when Mog and everyone else gets back.
And you won't leave without us?
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless you give me reason to. And you just see me, her eyes just start to jowled.
Well, not yet.
Best behavior.
Okay, well, along with that best behavior, just while you go back into Bramblecrest, so I know that all of you are on your best behavior, my dad's going to join you, and he's going to make sure that all of you play above board.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's
My ship, my rules.
Yeah, it just seems like you're giving us to babysit him so you can have a bit of time for yourself.
No, come on. Why would I do that? I love my pa.
Hey. I don't blame you. Everyone needs a break.
Okay, good, because I've got a few things to do anyway.
What does he drink?
Really, anything you give him.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Is this dwarven ship over there?
No, the ale tastes like piss.
Fine.
And you notice Kurid sort of like leaning in, and he just leans down just over your shoulder, Theron.
Am I staying on the ship or coming with you?
Well, that's entirely up to you, isn't it?
I haven't had a good drink in a while.
Well, we can see how it goes.
Okay. Thank you, friend.
And the weirdest like double shoulder pat / like rub that awkwardly comes out of Currid onto you, Theon, is he's like,
And Theon's like,
and then he takes his hands off.
cheers, bud.
So is there anything that you want to talk to me about before you go off with my dad?
Not about your dad, no, apart from he's slightly senile. And he'll probably
Okay.
cause us more trouble.
On that as well,
Oh,
He-
go on.
he's completely fine. Just
Okay.
don't let him wander too far. And just make sure he doesn't have any of the cheese.
Why? Is he, like, intolerant of cheese?
You could say that.
Is he going to stink the shit out?
Yes, and the smell doesn't go away for at least 3 days, and I don't want to deal with that on this
Does he
journey.
like cheese?
He loves cheese.
Well, is he fuck having any cheese with me?
Good. Well, you know what? At least I can count on you for something. So, is there anything you want to ask anything you want to ask me before you get gone? Or are you going to leave me to my business and I'll see you maybe around dusk or even in the morning? But really, it's just waiting for my first mate.
Good. Come on, Pops. And then I start sort of walking up.
You look over to Briar, and you just see him like resting slightly against the handrail, sitting on a barrel, and you just see him just
I pressed the digitized sparks in front of his face.
okay.
Why?
Wake him up.
But not powerful sparks, just
Yeah, harmless.
You-
That might
Yeah,
come on that still.
As Theron, you flourish your hand towards Briar, all of you see just some sparks in front of his face.
Wow, he's a good sleeper.
We could just leave him like that.
I'll
No, you're not leaving. You're going to go and wake him up and just tell him you're going to take him some cheese. He'll forget in like 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll either press to digitize or minor illusion. I forgot which one does it, but either way, the cantrip. Create an odor of cheese underneath his nose.
Okay.
Come on, Pops.
Is someone serving cheese?
Not yet. Let's go.
Okay. And he just fairly gets up with his cane, and every step you notice he takes on the cane as well, he's just shaking and just barely keeping himself up. It's a little bit sad to watch.
Theron sort of rolls his eyes.
Currid begins to like back up on the gangplank, still like with all of his arachnid legs like curling in under him, but like doing these little steps like
Yeah.
down the gangplank. And as he gets to the bottom, he just looks to all of you.
If he cannot walk, does he want to stay with me?
Are you coming with us?
And I telepathically just shout to Curd. I'm like, no funny business with the old man.
And you hear, can he reply in your head?
Yeah, if he's
He
got
did it before,
telepathy.
Hmm.
If he's got telepathy, then yeah.
Okay. You hear back in your head.
I was only going to walk with him.
Okay, I would have had different ideas, but like pulling a prank. But I was just saying.
And Briar kind of partly gets down the gangplank and stops right in the middle. And you notice, as he's just staring at Curd,
He's
What's up,
cool.
Pops?
What's that?
Never you mind, Pops. I thought you wanted some cheese.
I'd love some cheese, but there's a beast at the end of the gangplank.
He's also a beast who might protect you if anything happens.
He's going to roll an insight check on that. So.
No, beasts like that are going to kill me. I've seen it before. I've battled many.
Aren't you a carpenter?
What?
I'll step slightly closer. Aren't you a carpenter?
I'm right next to you. You don't need to scream.
I'm not next to you.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
He's all the way down the... He's all the way up the gangplank.
Yeah.
Theron minor illusions the scent of cheese under his nose again just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Who's got the cheese?
Oh,
It's in there, you know.
the beast got the cheese.
And you hear Currid.
That's right, I have the cheese. Come here, friend, man.
And you see Briar
It's
just
the most welcoming thing ever.
you see Briar
For intimidation.
still frozen in place.
Roll intimidation
And,
check.
and you hear you feel the wind, a slight gust, and you see him and just nearly tip off the edge of the gangplank.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will walk with the beast.
And he just hobbles down.
Crazy.
You know, Tara, can't that staff do something about his aching joints or whatever? It cleansed Kurt's mind. Surely it can do something.
I don't know if it could do anything about old age.
I was going to say, I can make him feel better, but it's not going to do anything about his age.
I'd say make him younger, just...
This is just gonna-
Surely Theron should be able to do that with his time. So.
That is true.
Well, you know full well that I can only do like seconds.
I mean, every second matters with this one.
That is absolutely true.
So are we going now?
Yeah. May as well.
Where are we going?
To do fishbowl?
Is that like a pub?
Yeah,
I would assume so.
it's the tavern.
Is there any bookstores? I imagine there isn't any bookstores here.
You'd have to have a look around. Or
Yeah,
ask
I'll have a
someone.
look around. Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna ask
Captain
him.
Meader.
So where is the beast going to take me?
To the fishbowl.
Oh, the fishbowl.
Yes.
Oh, I love their cheeses.
Excellent.
And you just in this back and forth, just right at the end after you say that, Gerald, Currid leans down and grabs Briar's face and just turns it to his, and they're about 6 inches away.
It's okay, old man. We shall get a drink together.
And you notice Currid as he kind of like drops his one part of his arachnid body down to a slant, grabs Briar by the clothes and just pulls and hurls him, and you just see Briar and just fall flat and just now draped over as Currid stands up. He's draped over the large bulbous arachnid body, just almost like a dead hunted animal. Just
I don't like this.
Okay,
You don't have to work.
we can go now.
Yes, let's go before someone starts questioning why this is happening.
I'll just look at Gerald. I'll be like, Gerald, look after the old man. Go and see if there's a bookstore in this town.
I mean, I'll look after him partially, but
You notice
Well,
Kurid.
No
you know,
cheeses.
You notice Kurid take like 3 steps forward and stop. And he just turns back and looks like under his arm towards all of you.
I don't know where we are going.
Hey, Brian, where's the fishbowl?
It's over there.
And you just see him like as he's like trying to, he just raises an arm and points. From where you are, he points more to a northeastern direction.
Where we saw the sailors going into a place.
Yeah.
Would the name have been there? Would we have seen if that was the fishbowl?
The name
Well,
of
here's
being
the-
there.
From where we went when we entered,
Yeah.
we saw the sailors go into a place
Yes.
that we don't know.
Yeah.
Was the name fishbowl there?
No.
Or no?
When you saw the sailors and the workers going through from the seawater monument, the octagonal cutout, you saw them going through you noticed the running theme of like sort of the connecting like passageways are again still on the same roadway, but just offcuts or offshoots of smaller walkways, but with arched ceilings. So it's pretty much like an open-ended tunnel.
No worries. We'll head that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Saying that we don't know where
All
we're
right. So all of you begin to step back into Bramblecrest from the docks, leaving Meadow. As you sort of look back, you can kind of just see like a little bit of a grin on her face before she turns back and goes below deck.
And as she's doing that, Theron just sends back a backwards middle finger as he's walking off.
And you all continue into Bramblecrest. Heading, you very quickly find the Seawater Monument before heading down the small like alleyway tunnel. On the way, is there anything you guys would like to do as you are walking through? You do notice the small crowds passing you, dockhands and merchants and tradesmen, and they're all passing through, not paying you any mind. You notice the only creature out of all of you that is getting a few eyes, more so by like the older residents, is Kurid, as there is no disguise, there's nothing, it's just full arachnid body on show, and he is 9 foot tall at full standing as he is just slouching through the tunnel, and all you hear is the echoes of the large arachnid legs pounding into the cobblestone.
Is it quite noticeable how many people are looking?
Yeah, it's I'd say maybe like 3 out of every 5 people as they pass stare at Kurid.
Is there a crowd forming or not forming?
No, not really.
Okay, that's fine. If there was, I was just about to shout out, but if they keep on moving, that's fine.
Okay. Is there anything any of you would like to do on the journey there? As it's only like 10-15 minute walk through town.
I'd like to just grab one of the merchant, not literally, just, hey, you. Just like, drive away with one of the merchants, try and find out if there's a bookshop anywhere.
Okay. You stop a elderly halfling woman, and you notice her her grey curled hair is all matted with the sea air and the water that you'd assume that she has to deal with doing sea voyages. Simple garb, simple robes, and she just looks up at you with like a semi like dirty face.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, apart from drinking piss from that dwarven boat. Am I right?
Okay.
Okay, well, I was just wondering, is there any bookshops for any literate people?
Hmm?
Books? Pages? written stuff.
And you
For
just
sale?
you just hear her eyes narrow in for a second to you. Fuck off! And she just begins to walk away, just chuckling to herself all the way down
I
the.
chuckle, I'm like, yeah, I figured. Fishbowl it is, then.
Turns to Theron. They can't read.
Sarah, to be honest, I was surprised. I'd be surprised if you could read.
I take that joke personally. Carry on walking.
You all very quickly make it to the Fishbowl Tavern. From the outside, you notice it is just. It's a large. It's almost like a large bowl, like vase shape of driftwood and a few bricks. There's a couple.
Just a few.
Yeah, there's a couple like off-kilter windows that are. To any of you who are really particular, this annoys the shit out of you. As you see, the windows aren't even straight; they're like crooked, slightly.
Okay.
In just odd spots. A few of
Like
them you
that'll
see.
do.
Yeah, a few of them you see like candlelight poking through. Others are completely dull, it is almost like an amalgamation of shit, of just random bits. You know, twigs, broken off like shit parts, some level of carpentry or design, as it is just this sort of like large, like wide vase almost. Which leaves off at the top as it furls out slightly at the top to two large chimney breasts.
Okay.
But you notice the door itself. I mean, the whole building is just covered in shit. It's the equivalent of the kind of bar that if you walk past, you would never dream of even setting foot, let alone walking on the same street as it. You know. But you see a merriment of dwarves and halflings. You see a couple tieflings just going in and out and laughing to themselves and like sort of like stumbling out, or people like stumbling back in. It seems lively. Enough. But you enter, and it's fairly like calming, as one musician has a small lute and is just playing in the corner. There's a slight rabble around the bar. Excuse me. As you notice as soon as you walk in, even though it's like you hear the calming music in the background, but just over the top of that, you just hear people, "I'll fucking kill you! Yeah, you could step up, bitch!" And it's just a whole amalgamation of like cheers and like, "Go on then!" And it's this weird dichotomy of the calm and then the storm.
Yeah.
But you notice behind the bar, you see a
Let me pluck a random name.
you see a small, fairly chubby and just like portly goblin woman. You notice that she has slick green hair that is shaved on the sides, but is left with this long mohawk that is all just folded to one side. You see her large, thick, wide nose has multiple rings and piercings along the nostrils. And then just below her lower lip, you notice that she has like this small piercing, or like this small like disc in her skin. Her large floppy ears are adorned with multiple different ornaments and jewelry. But you see she has standard garbs on that you've seen of Bramblecrest, but they are more, I guess they are more akin to like seaworthy ventures as opposed to a tavern or an inn.
I'm going head straight towards the guy with the loot.
Okay, you see this young human boy. He must be no older than about 16, and he's playing. And you notice he is clean shaven, fairly small of frame, and just and just a little like flop of brown hair as he's just smiling to himself and just moving his head.
I wish I had brown hair.
No, he's
I
the
know.
only one that is
Yeah,
plays
he's
himself.
really. You get the Theon as you go up.
Yeah.
You do notice that he is pretty much playing for he is playing for himself, and he's just really. It's only up until you get right next to him can you actually enjoy hearing the loot. It's like anywhere else, like 5 feet plus away from him, you continue to hear the rabble or the back and forth or the laughs or the screams.
It's a pretty pleasant sound.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And,
I'll just.
And just saying, if you had the music on for yourself, you would hear it right now.
You can hear it.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
trash,
Okay.
but-
Yeah, but that's beside the point. But yeah, so you going up to him or are you just listening?
Yeah. I'll just chuck a gold coin again.
Gold coin? Okay.
You see one of his eyes open, and look down to his small cap or small hat that he's laid down on the ground in front of him, and he just like gives you a really like wide side smile, and then you just notice him as he's playing. He looks down at the gold and looks back up at you, and he just looks you up and down.
Oh, here you go.
And just
Theron winks back. He's like,
and he just smiles to himself, and he closes his eyes again and continues playing.
nice playing. I was just wondering if I could ever go.
And you just see him like still rocking back and forth and just playing to himself.
Oh, he seems a bit drugged up. Okay. Hey, kid. Nice instrument. Beautiful playing. I was just wondering if I could ever go. I haven't actually ever played one, but I understand the concept.
Well, and he just looks you up and down. Master Wizard, I would allow you to play if you are worthy of such a caliber of an instrument. But unfortunately,
How would you know that I'm not?
And he just closes his eyes again and begins to play.
Okay. The minor illusion allows me sounds, doesn't it, as well?
Yes.
Either an
Like,
image or a
not
sound.
anything like major. But like, I was thinking he was playing just
Major image.
minor illusion, like chuck a bad note in there every so often.
Okay. So every now and then, as the rest of you kind of like on the side listening to the music, you hear the gorge playing. And you see the young boy.
He looks up at me and I just wink at him. I'm like,
Doing a mango show.
And you just see him like,
They sound like his strings just.
yeah, ping.
he just holds his hand out. He's like,
Nice
just one
trick.
go. And I'll keep on doing it all night.
He just leans in, and it's still playing. Nice trick, sir. I'm sure I can find a better use for you later.
Fair enough.
As he continues to play.
Theon changes every note to a wrong note.
I just wanted to play the thing. All I wanted to do was play the thing and roll to see if I could play understanding the concept of it and not actually playing instruments.
Mm-hmm.
But the DM smashed that dream.
The bard smashed that dream.
The bard will smash anything. I'll go to the bar at that point.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing? As you notice, as soon as you get in to the fishbowl and the rabble hits you, but then the very quiet lute begins to play, or continues playing, you notice Theron instantly dart off, going through the crowd to the young bard who is sitting playing. What are the rest of you doing?
I'd like to scan the immediate vicinity for if there's any cheese out or displayed.
You don't need a check. There are plenty of breads and cheeses
Please watch.
laid out on the on tables from other patrons that are just partway through conversation, and you see them just grab the tankard. Yeah, that's what I thought. And just throw bread or the cheese or both in their mouth, and they're not large plates of food. They're only like wooden bowls and plates. Yeah, it's kind of like halfway between like a near empty cheese board and a near empty bread board. It's just a little smattering of yeah. It's what you get. It's more like you get a wedge of cheese, whatever it is, and you get a wedge of bread, and that's
Nice.
Yeah.
Compliments.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll find an empty table.
You notice as you all go through, Briar is kind of nudged in just by the sort of vacant arm of Currid as you see his arm poking through the door.
Oh, this is a lovely sight. It's so nice to see everyone getting along.
And just behind him, just as he enters, all you hear is, "Ah, kill your mother!" And you just see like one dwarf just launch his fist down into a human, and just off in the corner now you see a rabble of a fight, and just on the ground, the Briar just happily looks at all of you.
Lovely atmosphere.
And begins
Yeah,
to
we all know where
raise
he's
up to you.
beelining to.
You notice the crowd. Most of them almost go to a complete, just the rabble, just all go silent. The only thing that is continuing now is the prominent loot that is gently going through.
Does this happen while Theron's still there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As
Theron noticed that silence.
Yeah, you hear like Theron muttering, but then it all goes silent. And you do hear in the loot a couple thum of wrong notes being hit.
Nice.
But the entire tavern, you notice their eyes staring at the door. And you see almost shyly, like looming in.
And at that point, I'll turn around and I'll notice Currid like that. I'll be like, "Everyone, this is my friend Currid. Currid, buy some drinks."
And you that one dwarf who's on top of the human who was pummeling into him turns round to Theron.
Shut up, you weasel!
You shut up, you weasel.
What'd you say?
I said your mother's a weasel.
And he just like throws one more like haymaker down to the human guy before he like stands up and starts beelining towards you.
I start walking backwards towards Currid. Maybe nice, my best friend.
Okay.
You're
So
the kind of person that would hit and run, wouldn't you?
And whilst I'm doing that, telepathize to Currid. Currid, don't kill anyone. We might be able to save this.
Did you say kill them?
I said, don't kill them.
Okay.
Do not.
you see, and the dwarf comes up to you, Theron, and just grabs you like sort of like here by the not like just above your belt buckle and just on your robes.
So what did you say to me then, weasel?
I said, your mother smells like shit, and then I'll use prestidigitation or minor illusion to put sparks in his eyes. And then punch him.
Okay. As you say your mother smells like shit, and you just do the cantrip for the sparks, I want you to roll a ability check. I want you to roll a spell attack for me.
As these random fights are happening, if there's an unattended ale, I'd like to just grab one of these unattended ales.
Yeah,
I've actually
easy.
just rolled a natural 20. I'm not even
Nice.
sure.
Okay, yeah. So
And it's +7.
yeah, and in this moment,
Hey, that was the first one.
in this moment, as Theon, you just cause the sparks in his eyes, just after you tell him his mother smells like shit. Gerald, you just scoop up the unattended ale and just stand there.
Yeah,
while you see the half Goliath, half orcish figure that you scooped the ale off is just like staring intently just at what's happening with mainly at Currid, because the fights are just neither here nor there here, but looking at what's happening towards the front door.
This was someone new.
Yeah. Theron, as the sparks fly in this dwarf's face just next to you, and you see his eyes squint, all you hear him say is, after you tell him his mother smells like shit, all you hear him say, "I have 2 dads," before you punch him. So roll a unarmed strike with advantage for me.
Oh, 13.
And I guess we'll get some combat music on while we're
2 13s plus. Oh, jeez. I've never had to do unarmed.
It's just plus your strength mod.
Yeah, but wait. Oh, strength mod plus 1. 14.
Okay, yeah, that hits. So you did. So was it your strength?
It's 1.
It's 1
plus
plus your strength mod.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
So
2 points
2.
of damage as you cross him across the face.
Now you're gonna get it, Weasel.
And he's going to like go to punch you right in the dick.
Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5 to hit.
Oh, lucky because I was going to do shield, but hey.
As he
Who needs
as he
shield
go,
when he's
as he goes for the uppercut, you just notice one of the arachnid legs just in front of you and catch his arm at the elbow.
And I just look at him when my arms cross like.
And Currid leans over just to match your head.
You're not going to do that anymore.
And he just reaches over, and you notice the 2 other arachnid legs, like, as the one is caught his elbow, 2 other legs just wrap in front of you, Theron, and almost like bend away and press against this dwarf's chest and stomach. And you just see the 2 legs. And he's going to make a strength check.
Right. Don't want to kill him. Oh,
You notice, you see the dwarf,
it's black.
and the power of the arachnid legs just launch him, and he very quickly just slams into the wall and lands on one of the tables. Funnily enough, just next to where that human was that was being pummeled by him, and he's just completely unconscious on the table, just bleeding. And
I will quickly use telepathy for Terra, and I'll just be like, Terra, make sure he's alright, will you? I'm going to have to make a speech now.
I guess.
And I'll just be like, everyone, hello, my name's Theon. Nice to meet you. This is Currid. We don't want no trouble. Let's just have some beers.
Theron?
Yeah, go on. You're gonna make me roll persuasion, aren't we?
No.
Okay.
You see...
Perception's already dead eye, so...
Okay. Just after you say that, and you're sort of welcoming arms open, smiling as you're... Are you standing on the table, or are you just standing on the ground?
Stand on the table.
Okay.
Does that make things better for you?
You hear... You hear a voice from the bar.
Oh, my table.
You just hear the voice,
Stop getting dirt on the table.
and you just... And you get a wooden tankard just slammed into your head.
Is it classed as an attack?
It is.
Have I noticed that attack?
After the voice call, yeah.
No, perception-wise, have I noticed it?
You see a tankard hurl towards you, yeah.
Do I have time to react?
Sure.
Okay. I'll dodge out the way if I can.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled an attack already for ranged attack. They did get a natural 20, which made it a 22.
Okay, I'll use shield.
Okay, what's your AC? 11, right?
Eventually,
Oh,
he'll
oh.
win. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I wasted shield. Okay, whatever.
It's cool. It's cool. Eventually,
You
you'll
only-
get it, and you'll be like,
You
"Fuck
you
yes."
only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
That wasn't with shield.
as you get bonked and kind of just knocked off the table to like onto the ground,
Everyone,
and you don't see the source of this voice, but all of you hear it.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You can fight as much as you want, but don't you dare get my tables dirty. Now sit down and shut up.
And you notice everyone kind of just grumbles and you hear a couple chairs and just turn back to the tables, and the music continues again.
I believe the
Start
GM
fight.
baited me then.
Hey?
He proper baited me. He was just like, would you like on the table or not on the table? Yeah, on the table.
And the entire room now is the rabble that was before, almost like a bunch of kids getting told off by the headmistress or the headmaster. They're fucking silent and just leaning into
Gerald-
themselves
yeah.
and you
Gerald moves to an unoccupied table.
you yeah, Gerald, as you quickly just swift away, you hear
Where's my ale?
Yeah, don't wet your pants, kid. Where's the voice who told us sit down?
behind the bar.
Oh, okay, I'll be like, how much for cheap beers for everyone?
You just notice that the portly goblin woman is serving other people, but like hears you very quietly, and she just stops.
I can't hear you from over there. Come here.
Yeah, it looks like I'm baited into something else, but I'll continue walking to you.
And you see this portly goblin woman just lean both elbows on the bar top.
Do not stand on my tables again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got that one. Can I have some ice and...
No, you cannot.
You're not
That's
appreciating
fuck
all
you,
of
then.
that.
Okay, all right. We've had an issue. We will just cut from here and then be back in a moment. And you see the goblin woman just looking into you.
No. You can't have any ice.
Okay, how about beers for everyone? How much will that cost? His blood drips slightly down his face.
Stop whinging about the tankard. What you can get. You can have... How many ales do you want?
How many people are in the bar?
And what you see one half elf just look over to you. Did you say that you were going to buy all of his drinks?
How about you shut up and let me buy him first?
And he just like looks back.
Why would you want to buy these lot any drinks? I mean, look, they're scum.
And you see that half elf just look again.
And I'll look at the barmaid and I'll just be like, in time. In time, everyone becomes scum. Might as well have a laugh and have a few beers, am I right?
Yeah, whatever.
So how much?
25 gold.
You can fuck off. That does not cost 25 gold.
You know my prices?
I know you're trying to extort me.
Of course I am. You
I
look
haven't
stupid
got-
and naive. What am I supposed to do?
I understand, but I am totally not. I just want cheap ales for everyone. Nothing
For
more.
everyone, 4 gold.
Okay, fair enough. Even though I think that's still a little bit pricey for ale, but
Yeah, it probably
what?
is.
I stood on your table, so fair play.
And I hit you with a tankard, so
3 gold.
4.
No, 3. You hit me with a tankard. I'm bleeding.
I don't care. 4 gold.
3.5.
Get out.
Okay, 4 gold.
4 it is.
And she just pockets the 4. You notice that out of the 4 coins, she puts 3 in her own pocket and puts 1 into the small little, I guess, till, little collection under the bar.
I look at her and let her know that I've noticed.
She just looks up at you.
Drinks for everyone.
And you just you hear a couple like, yeah, just a couple cheers, but then you hear one small voice, why the fuck is he doing that? And she begins she begins to just take tankards of ale around to everyone, dropping a few at your guys' table when you settle down. You notice Currid just passed through, looking over to the dwarf that he flung into the wall. And Tara, are you with the dwarf, or are
I
you
was
just
at the
with
table. I
Yeah.
was gonna do something, but then this speech happened, so I kind of ignored it entirely.
Okay. Currid walks past, and you just hear,
I'm sorry about hurting you.
and you see the dwarf is just like head hanging off the table, and you see the human just look at Currid and then look at the dwarf. You've done me a favour. And he stands up on the table, and you just see him just pull it out and just begin to piss all over the dwarf.
Does a tankard head towards his head?
No, not right now.
Table?
Not right now.
Fuck's sake.
Because that same barmaid is serving tankards to everyone at this moment.
Okay, is there an empty tankard right by me?
No.
Is there a
That's
full
Gerald
tankard
puts it
right
down.
by
Yes,
me?
there are full tankards next to you.
Okay, I'll pick one up and chuck it at the guy who's standing on the table.
Okay, roll a ranged attack for me.
Give
Or
Laura
well,
a bet.
it'd be a dex check more for a ranged attack, because it's not a spell or anything.
Ranged attack. Ranged attack.
Roll a 1.
No, I've rolled 12 plus whatever the
Dex.
plus 1. Are you sure it's that? 13.
Yeah, if it's in range.
Yeah, 13
You-
then.
Let's go in.
You
Rather than.
are you what are you emptying the tankard or just launching the full one?
I mean,
Being
I'll
soaked at the same time.
drink and chuck.
Okay, so and you see it.
I look back at the barmaid like, that's for you.
You look back to the bar. She's not there.
Ah, okay, fuck it then.
She's serving drinks.
You notice as Currid comes through, none of the people here are even paying him any mind now. You notice actually as a couple chairs are in his way of getting through, you notice a couple of the older residents just like puffing on one of their slightly sort of like a corn cobbed kind of pipe. Just look up, sorry, and just move the chairs a little bit to the side.
Theron looks at Currid and just sort of like, just
And
does the nod.
and Currid makes his
Thinking to
way
himself, I've just spent fucking 4 gold for all these shitty ales.
and
Yeah.
makes his way to the table and sits on like the sort of the small stool. There's so I will just say, so we know where we are. There are small round tables, and then there are kind of makeshift booths. So they're only partly separated with like these big driftwood planks and like you notice a couple of these planks of wood, or these large rectangles of wood. A couple of them look like they were from old ships. You know, like one you see is like it has half of a name sort of still scrawled on it, for where the carved letters used to be. And you see you see the tail end of Riet. R-I-E-T. Just
Tail
kind
end of what?
in Riet.
What's that?
It's hard. It's what the so you know how ships have names on them?
Yeah.
Well, this one big piece of wood that separates it acts as a divider for like booth, for one booth to the other.
Yeah.
It's it seems to be part of a title that was on a ship.
I have a question for you, DM.
Yes.
I just asked if if I would just go to a table that was free. Would it have been a table, or would it have been a booth that was free?
I'd say when you guys went, I'd say it'd be a table, but as everyone was told off and calmed down, all of the tables were quickly taken, not I guess kind of by rudeness and spite, but also comfortability of like, oh, this is my table. As you see a few figures just get the chairs and quickly like just sit down as you're about to like look for a chair. You do notice two of the booths off to the right side of the tavern. They are free.
Does that booth have the one with the Riet
Yeah.
next to us?
Does that mean I'm just sat on a random person's table essentially with a different group?
Yeah, Gerald,
Yeah.
you find yourself just in the middle of watching the half Goliath and half ogre playing cards against
Humanity.
yeah, playing cards against an older bugbear.
I think I'll create sort of like miniature water creatures at a time. So I'm gonna make like a water horse, and then I'm just gonna sort of look at it a bit using minor illusions. So it's not gonna move or anything, but it's just gonna be there. And then I'm just gonna smash it with the empty tankard I've got. I'll have finished one, I've got the second one, and then I'll make maybe an octopus, sort of look at it, judge it, and then just smash it. And we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, as you keep doing that, you just see the half Goliath, half ogre.
Stop making noise! Put me off!
What? Struggling to count to 4?
Shut up! It's hard!
I'm just gonna sit next to Gerald and just shoulder him, just try and get him to stop.
And as Rayloff, you sit down on like sort of the one sort of rickety empty chair, and elbow Gerald. The bugbear turns to both of you. Hi. What are your names? As he
My name's
places the
Gerald.
cards down.
What's yours? What's your name?
Oh, plenty call me a lot.
I mean, furry for one, I feel.
That is one. I go by plenty.
Well, plenty. How are you winning?
No. The last time I won, Groomarsh over here flipped the table and nearly stabbed me.
It sounds very friendly.
We have our moments.
So while that's going on, Tara, Theron, and Kurid, you make your way to a booth.
Making sure what's his face is with us. Bria is with us.
Oh yeah,
as well.
and Briar, like
Briar, sorry.
yeah, as he got caught up in the action, just standing between everything, you do kind of grab him and usher him over.
Why are we going here? My table's there.
The question is, has he nabbed any cheeses?
You don't know.
I'm going to try the cheese on our table.
I'm going to smell him. Is there any cheese smell on him?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Yes,
I will be giving Gerald stink eye every so often. Just
I'll try the
Enough.
cheese.
I'm talking to plenty.
Bollocks, that went on the
Yeah,
floor.
as Gerald continues talking to Plenty, and with Gromush just getting angry and angrier, and you hear Plenty just say,
Grow, do you need help counting your numbers again? No!
Ramush, I believe in you. You have got this. I give him bardic inspiration.
he's going to roll an intelligence check then.
My lowest roll was 7.
Okay, you
Is he-
No, 1 7. In a minute.
what inspiration
7
dies?
plus, 7
D8.
plus 6.
Okay, you smell no cheese on Briar.
Okay.
So we rolled a 10.
Can't imagine
Plus
cheese
8.
smell that roll that much.
did it.
You notice Gromush just like look to you as you give him the inspiration.
1, 5, 21. By the back of 18. 7 to the power of 5. 17!
Sensi squared.
Yeah, he just shouts 17 and flips his cards over, and you see Plenty go,
I'm very proud of you. You win.
and he just like moves the cheese board closer to Gromush as he just picks the cheese, a big wedge of cheese.
Best birthday ever!
What the? See, it's all good in the end.
Gerald,
Yeah.
where are you and your friend going after this?
Well, we're just going to catch a ship and go on a bit of a sailing adventure.
I love the sea.
Are you a sailor yourself?
I have been on ships before, yes.
As a passenger, crewmate? What are you?
I was a very good carpenter a while ago, but my hands aren't what they used to be.
As he holds up his his big bugbear hands, and you notice he only has bugbears. I think only have 3
4.
fingers, or three
Oh, okay.
three fingers and a thumb.
Right.
You notice 2 on each. You notice the middle finger and the ring finger on one hand, and the pointing finger and half of the middle finger on the other are completely gone.
But I'm still good company and can navigate fairly well.
They can still hold cards, so you're there.
Even better. Would we be able to join you?
I mean, if there's enough space, we are friends with the big arachnid fellow.
I saw him when he came in. He is terrifying.
Yes. If we saw him in a
Scarier
dark
as
alley,
big.
I would piss myself.
He was certainly scarier as a big sand hand.
My, you're a big boy. What is your name, friend?
Love it.
Children.
I'm Rayloff.
Hello, Rayloff. They call me Plenty. This is Gromush.
Sorry, big boy gives you plenty. I'm just saying.
Would you mind if me and my friend accompanied you on your sailing voyage, Rayloff?
I wouldn't mind it, but the only issue is me. I would imagine the captain will make it more expensive for us.
That is fine. We have money to pay.
Excellent. Well,
Then
if you find Captain Mido, and let them know you wish to journey to Jotunheim.
Well, when are all of you going back to Mido in the ship?
Dusk, I believe.
Then we shall meet you there at dusk.
Excellent.
I mean, I don't imagine we're going much further than this for tonight, so you could always meet us here before we head there.
Well,
You
me
never know what unexpected turns the night takes, Rayloff.
Hopefully none.
and I will say as well, if you are looking for lodgings, me and Gromish have a room that we can all share. There is only one bed, but getting in a little bit tighter is never a bad thing.
Just going to be a smile for everyone. I shall leave you to your cards.
Thank you. I will see you later. Goodbye,
Did, we
Rayloff.
get any, did you two get any names for them? Or...
Oh, Plenty and Garrosh.
Gromush.
Oh, yeah.
Grumpush.
And you hear Gromush?
See you on ship, little friends.
I'm
Goodbye.
assuming he's at least the same size as me. You said he was half orc, half Goliath.
Yeah. You notice he's a little bit shorter. I'd say a few inches shorter than you.
Yeah.
Like his eyes come up to your nose, but he is broader and more
Yeah.
muscular.
Like the orcs.
Yeah, very ripped and insanely strong looking and
Orc
ferocious.
sideways from
Yeah.
his father.
Maybe best to both, isn't it?
Whoever that might be.
Ooh. And the other father.
Yes, and the other daddy. But you join Currid, Tara, Briar, and Theron over at the other table.
I did
I
say I
was-
would sample the cheese.
Oh yes,
I-
and you
I-
sample the cheese. It's a little off. It's a little mushy. It's not really as rich or full flavor. It's pretty much like the garbage cheese that it tastes like cheese, but there's a weird like powdery, like
Tang?
stinky tang to it.
They're attempting to avoid cheese. If it's edible, I'll see if Mogwai will have any.
It is edible. Whether it's pleasant or
Everyone
not
doesn't
is up to you.
seem
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give a little bit to Mogwai and see if he eats it. Gonna try this, buddy? I'll just watch his face to see if he likes it or not. No. Okay, cool. Does anyone else want some cheese?
I would love some food. I haven't eaten in ages.
I'll take the whole block of cheese, making sure I get every little crumb, and then give it straight to him.
All right, as you do, the small portly goblin barmaid comes up to all of you with a tray full of tankards.
Right, so, welcome to the fishbowl. Here, your ales. Don't stand on the table, otherwise I'll hurt you.
No worries.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shut up.
How long has the fishbowl been here for? It seems very pleasant.
Well,
You're probably saying none of your business.
it's been here for 7 years, something like that. Thing is, I don't always work here.
You don't?
No, I
Well,
just
I'll
take
see.
off the half shifts whenever the one of the other owners ain't here, or whoever they get to run the bar when I'm not here.
What?
Oh, that's why you pocketed 3 gold.
Personal investment.
Hey, I'm not arguing. Opportunist. I like it.
What are your names?
Theron?
Gerald.
Rayloff.
What?
Nice to meet all of you. My name's Pigeon Food.
Nice to meet you, Pigeon Food. Are you actually Pigeon Food?
Depends on the day.
I get it. I like it.
So where are all of you heading then? I haven't seen all of you before.
Quite new. We came from Brenton.
Why
We're
were you
going
in that
to,
sandbowl piss town?
Making it a better place. I feel like we have.
Wow, you're so nice.
I know. We're going to Yolmheim.
Well, if you say so.
Why?
Fancy the trip?
You can go on a trip and not to the other side of the world, though.
We
Wait,
want
just
to
know
explore
that.
from
We'd
We'd like to see it.
Right. Who are you sailing with?
Just saw a lot of green. Now I get to see a lot of yellow.
Who
Come
you
to here.
Who are you sailing with then?
Oh, this guy's daughter.
Captain Mido?
Mido.
That's the one.
Oh fuck. Ugh.
Why?
And you see her.
Hold on.
What?
What have you done? What?
You just see her begin. She walks off back to the bar, and
What?
disgruntledly continues serving patrons.
Why do I get the
Zero
feeling
to
that that's the first mate?
I knew this.
Does she have random glances in when does she look at us and then get more annoyed and then carries on and then
No,
looks at us?
you notice she was just annoyed in that moment, and then she normally has a fairly disgruntled face anyway, as if someone pissed in a cereal. Even more so now.
Okay.
But she's not really
table?
paying attention to you. She's more serving everyone and keeping everyone in check.
I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts, and essentially, if I can detect anyone thinking about Mido maybe being a bit angry at the prospect of travelling for a long time or something like that. There.
Okay, are you doing detect thoughts on pigeon food?
No, well, just casting the surface level thoughts at the moment to
Okay.
try and pick it out.
Okay. They have to roll, right?
Right.
Not for-
So you initially learn the surface thoughts of creatures, what's most on its mind at the moment, and then I can do the wisdom saving thing
Okay.
afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will target it mainly at what's it called? At the barmaid first.
Okay. The barmaid. The surface thought is
I can't wait until this shift's over, and then we can sail out.
I am just going to leave it on there actually for that because I'm like, yeah, she's definitely.
Out of interest, still waste the spell.
Wait, well,
well, it
in the
uses the spell.
respect,
doesn't really
it
let you
uses
know
the
when
spell,
it's like-
but I have a feature so I can use it. So it's not a spell that I'm
Okay,
using
okay.
per se. I use it at will. But whilst it's going on, I've got concentration up to a minute. I'd like to listen to Plenty's surface thoughts.
Okay. Immediately, you hear. I am so happy that Gromush decided to let me treat him for his birthday. He looks so happy right now. And as you kind of look up to Gromush, you see him just. And he just starts slamming his hands down on the table. But in Plenty's mind, he's such a happy birthday boy. I might
It's
get him
amazing.
some more cheese. And you just see Plenty's head just slowly turn, look to the bar. It's too busy right now. I will get him cheese later.
And I will, on the tail end, I'll just grab Gromush's surface thoughts.
Or you hear Gromush in his head.
Worst game ever! Fuck birthday!
Brilliant. So,
Outside of that, you hear a collection of other thoughts, some being discouraging or thinking about maybe telling their friends not to get the extra serving of cheese. Others,
As long as it doesn't come my way, that's all right.
you notice a couple are thinking about what they're going to do when they get home to their wives, what to tell them, hoping they don't find out, and others are just all they're thinking about in their heads is, when do I get to sail next? This town is shit. I just need to get away for a little bit.
Fair enough. Right, well, that's a good thing. So, whilst we're all sort of around them. So, who has the cheese?
I'd love some cheese if anyone has any.
I'm pretty sure.
You know you're not allowed any
Yeah,
cheese.
you see Curry like almost just like licking the board that it came on.
The cheese is delicious in this place.
Well, looks like that's gone. Anyway. So,
Did he also eat the bread?
these
Sorry?
snails? Is this just free that we got randomly? Why do we have these?
It's dodgy to me.
Must be a new guest thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not having any cheese. Let's put it that way.
I'll sample some of the ale that came round there.
Yeah.
Our free.
Why
ale.
why don't you wash it down with some cheese?
No.
Exactly.
Sample sip.
Yeah.
Test the waters.
The sip itself, it's hoppy, it's frothy, it's watered down, and there's a little taste of salt.
I'll take a second sip.
Salt.
It begins to grow on you. It's not pleasant, but the more sips you get acquainted with the taste, and it's frothy, it's alcoholic, it's bubbly. It gets you going. Yeah, it works.
Percentage-wise,
Yeah.
It's like
If I
3%.
bet it-
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4%.
6.
No, 3 or 4.
Oh, Raylo, what are we actually expecting when we go up north?
Well, that depends. Do you have warm clothes?
I have my cloaks.
Out of interest, Rayloff, where do you come from?
It's
What a
just
question.
a small, well, not a more of a nomad sort of town.
Fair enough, but you've got a nomad somewhere. What region? Do you have one? Am I putting you on the spot
I know.
there?
Why is he mad about something?
Who?
He's mad that there's not enough cheese.
I agree. This is barbaric. I will go get more.
This is barbaric.
No.
And he just like hobbles
force a
out.
shoulder back now.
as you push him down, you just see him.
But I want the cheese.
I know you do, but it's just a one-time
I
thing.
passed him a tank of the veil. I'm like, here, old man.
And he just looks down at it. And just before Rayloff and Theron, you continue talking, you just hear Briar mumble.
This is the worst birthday ever.
Oh shit! Oh, let's get him and Gromos on the go.
Alcohol battle.
No birthday battle. But I turned to Rayloff. I'm like, do you come from Yodaheim?
Yeah, it's just a small settlement. It's called Gouldro. It's to the south of along the shoreline.
I come from a town called Girov. As you probably are aware since we're going up there, but yeah.
So I'm assuming that would be more towards the main of the cities then, rather than.
Girolf is from Guldra. It's further north.
Yeah.
Quite a lot further north. Not passing the giant steps, but just about, let's say, about on par, if not next door. Sort of like if you were to get to the giant steps and you just went a little bit more eastward, following around a small mountain range, that's where you'd find Girolf.
I guess more there-ish. Just on the map.
Yeah, sure. I'd say within these mountain ranges up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the giant steps is just a little bit more westward on this side, and then Gerolf would be a little bit more eastward in those mountain ranges on the map.
And where's was yours? Real, sorry.
Mine's like it's somewhere down here or possibly.
Do I know where he's on about?
Roll a history check for me.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with history. I'll find out in a minute.
Well, it's intelligence, so I would imagine so.
Oh, 16 probably then.
Oh.
16.
Ew.
Plus 7.
Yes, you have heard of Guldro. It's a... You haven't really heard much of it, but there's never been much to tell. It's a very...
What's it called, sorry?
Rayloff?
Guldrome.
How do you spell that, sorry?
G-A-double-L.
B-A-double-L.
No, G.
Sorry, G-A-U-L, not double L. I can't spell it very well. Yeah, G-A-U-L. D-R-O-N-E. So Gaul, and then drone.
Oh, go drone. Okay.
You see, even I spelled that correctly, just without one L. I'm quite pleased.
You know, it's good. Yeah.
How that works. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Not with a Z.
Fuck you.
Why?
Yeah. Oh no, hyphens.
With apostrophe.
Yeah, apostrophes. Yes, you do. You've heard of Guldrone. You've heard that there's not much to say about it. It's a small settlement full of nomadic Goliaths and the odd bugbears and orcs or half orcs. It's not really a village or a town. It's more so the sort of like the hub of the Goliath nomads. Like, as they have different settlements elsewhere, but this is like the hub of where all the families gather.
Sometimes they come to the pub, sometimes they don't come to the pub.
Yeah. But other than that, it's really left up to your own interpretation of what you would imagine they would be like. Nothing is really said on the ways that they do things or the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's not really many people that have travelled down to Guldrone to interact, to then leave. Or anyone that you've heard travelling there hasn't come back.
The only problem is, I have created a town from where I come from, but I haven't even fleshed it out yet. So. Don't mind. Yeah. I'll just be like, so Guldrone, you've got quite a lot of different species there.
Yeah, it's sort of like I said. It's not. I think nomads would probably be the closest, but it is more of a more of a set location place rather than traveling.
Where is that on the map, Guldrone? Is it like to the east?
Yeah, so it would be pretty much there. So to the east along the shoreline, in the centre. If I'm remembering that right, I might be looking at the map. Yeah.
Okay, so it's to east from where I'm from.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, east. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So, just looking again. Not the giant steps. The giant's throne. So, Theron. Gerolf would be. Gerolf would be just eastward, basically in the middle between Failtross and the Giant's Throne mountain range, and Rayloff, Guldrone would be west of the Giant's Throne and then along the shoreline.
Okay, so he's on this mountain range here, then to the right. Right, I see. This one here.
No, you'd basically you'd be on this shoreline where you were going before.
Yeah, that's where I would be.
Because just north of that is Kilgard. Kilgard Charge.
Yeah.
Whoa, spoilers.
Well, that's what you both would know.
Your region.
It's
if anything, spoilers for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't rolled for that.
It doesn't matter if you need to roll. It's normal history that you know your surroundings and you know the capital city in Yolduheim, you dick.
Unless
Yeah,
you lock
would I-
yourself
would
in
I?
that fucking
Would
tower.
I?
Yes, you would.
Theron's got enough going
Going
on.
to repel your long, lavish blonde
So-
hair down a
so-
tower.
Yeah, so Rayloff, your shoreline settlement of Galdrone is just south of Krillgard Charge, along the shoreline, whereas Geralf is between the Giant's Throne and Feltros.
There's me and Gerald just literally chilling nowhere.
Yeah, you're just like sitting there. You notice that Kurid is also like,
Sipping this ale.
Yeah, just as me and me and Theron are just
yeah,
having an innate discussion about the
The
different
no.
location and landmarks.
and
My name's no.
and
Using
Yeah,
the
at
salt
least
and
tell us
pepper as little
it's-
places.
At least it goes back on track. Is there just snow everywhere, or what?
Pretty
No.
much. I mean,
Ice.
in summer months, if you're south enough, you might get a bear spring.
Real off, this might sound a really stupid question. Does that mean that when you get angry, you get icy? That's related to your hometown? Is that?
I think that's a. I've never done it personally, so I think it's a thing. You know what I mean?
Goliath thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it's more just something I've learned to do.
Because
But
you're
why not
cold
fire?
as fuck.
Fire is destructive.
Okay, but against ice.
And so can ice. Ice can be very destructive. Trust me. I've lived up north.
So have I. Fair enough, it's Scroldian, but still north.
Let's just say I don't like fire.
Okay. Right down.
Let's just say I
Oh, yeah.
don't care.
You would already know this, but never mind.
It doesn't. With a line underneath.
yeah, 3 lines. Does not like fire.
So Rayloff, they don't have any mead down here, and if they do, it's fucking shit. Am I right?
I did not hear a word you said then, to be honest.
The mead that they have down here is pretty shit, is it not?
Yeah. Compared to Yilderheim, anyway. But that's just because of the ice, keeping it cool.
At this point, you see 2 small goblin arms reach out to the table and grab some of the empty tankards.
Do any of you want a refill?
I'll take an ale.
Right.
I think you
You'll
should
say
give me
what?
a free one.
Another
think
one
you
of
should give me
these.
Okay.
I think you should give me a free one since you pocketed 3 gold.
Yeah, keep dreaming, pretty boy.
How about I tell the owner?
Okay. Oh,
Fine.
I'll take
do that.
another ale.
right. Oh, any of you, I wasn't really told which one, but, there's a guy just in the, he's in the back corner and he wants to speak with one of you.
Which one of us, specifically?
He didn't say.
What do you look like?
Oh,
Well, he's
So
in...
look over to where she pointed.
You see a sort of human, small, like a thin-framed human figure under a cloak and a hood. You see, like, with the candlelight, you notice just a very pale, clean-shaven face. Like, not really any details screaming out at you right now, but very pale skin.
I'm going to use Druidcraft to snuff out the light in front of him. See if he moves, and then light it back up with Druidcraft and see if... No change.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Real, I think you should go.
Theron gets up and starts walking towards him.
Okay.
He's gonna die.
However, you see Theron's eyes sort of like glow the green, like glazed green color, and his tattoos slightly glow a little bit more than usual. But still walking casually,
Okay.
but with a little bit like...
As all of you watch Theron quickly volunteer and stand up, hearing
He
his
gets
chair
killed.
push back as he sort of puffs his chest out a little bit,
Doing sounds.
and you see, and you see his tattoos below his sleeves begin to just slightly glow with light as he casually walks over to the creature in the back corner with the hood up. That's where we're going to take a quick break and come back in just a small amount of time.
So when he uses a time stop.
Either time
4
stop
rounds,
or magic
To be
missile,
honest,
max level.
To be honest, I was thinking other people were going to walk with me, but nobody did. So thank you.
What a chance. I was thinking, let's put the most intimidating person to go past.
Oh yeah, Theron. Yeah. Well,
No,
It wasn't Rayloff.
Let me
Yeah.
clarify.
person in the
I
party.
just said Rayloff, and you've gone, I'll do it.
Yeah,
And
but I
then,
thought...
oh,
Yeah, bro,
sorry,
I thought Rayloff...
oh, me.
No. I thought maybe Rayloff would follow me.
Me wizard.
Yeah, you didn't give me a chance to.
Me-
Literally,
Got up
you're
and
the
went.
equivalent of...
me wizard, me cast fist.
Yeah, but the whole point of Theron is he puts on a show, but he's not very good.
I hit and let others protect.
All right, well, to everyone that's watching, thank you for sticking around. We're going to take a quick break, a few minutes. We're going to go to the bathroom, get some snackies, whatever you need to do the same. And we'll see you in just a short while. Hello and welcome back to the game. As the Companions of Fate made their way into Bramblecrest, procured a ship for the Brian Barnacle, and then headed back into Bramblecrest to find the fishbowl to hang out and find all of the enjoyments of said place. As you as you all settled down, you enjoyed a few punch ups and some music, as well as some free drinks as compliments from Theron. But in the midst of Rayloff and Theron taking time to reminisce about Yolduheim and where they were from and what they left behind.
Mead. Most importantly, Mead.
Pigeon Food came over to you, the goblin barmaid, and as she took your refills, she mentioned that a stranger or a hooded figure to the back corner opposite of the room to all of you would like to speak with one of you. And just as Rayloff was barely about to be nominated, Theron stands up, shifting his chair confidently, and begins to walk over. So,
Acting his rage.
So, Theron, as you leave the party, and just as he does leave, Pigeon Food does come back with the ales for all of you.
Here's the refill. That'll be 4 copper.
I'll give 4 copper.
Thank you. Enjoy your drinks.
Shame Theron isn't there, or else he'd go fucking spare him with 4 copper.
Do you need any food? Cheese, bread, maybe some meats if I can find some in the back alley.
I'm good.
Back alley.
I'm okay, thank you.
Right then.
And you hear Kurid.
I would love some more cheese and bread. Right. How much do you want? A lot, please. Fine. Right then, so, load of cheese. Anyone want anything else?
We could do. I'll have some more bread.
Okay, so I'll give you a chunk of bread, and you give me 2 silver. I don't have any money.
I'll deal with this. I'll hand over the 2 silver for her.
Thanks. So, you'll get a wheel of cheese, and you, little lady, you can have a chunk of bread.
Thank you.
And Pigeon Food wanders off. Is there anything that you want to do while Theron wanders over to the person in the corner, or are you just keeping an eye?
On Theron, laughing. And chuckling in my own brain.
Yeah.
Thinking he's gonna die.
What do you think he wants?
Good fucking.
Whatever it
I
is,
don't know.
it's very ominous. I'll probably just keep an eye on Theron as he's going around.
Yeah,
Okay.
just eyes are gonna be on Theron.
Ready to go over if anything happens.
Okay. Theron, you pass by numerous patrons that are sat down and eating and drinking and playing cards, or you see 2 goblins just giggling to themselves and with one knife between the spaces of their fingers spread out on the table.
Nice.
You do quickly notice with your high perception, both of their hands have plenty of cuts and little stabs. But you go past and you walk past the large bugbear.
As that happens, Theron thinks about using Chronal Shift and then doesn't.
Okay. You begin to walk past the large bugbear and the half Goliath, half orc figure of Plenty and Gromush. And you make it to the back corner where you see this fairly indistinct face. Clean-shaven man. You just see the sort of the dark brown eyes looking down towards the candle, the hood, the brown hood draped over, and the sort of shadow across the eyes and the nose is prominent. Then you step up to the table.
Yeah, Theron sits down and doesn't even say a word, just kind of, just silently, just waiting for him to say something.
Do you have the package?
package would that be?
For Mr. Pike, that he requested from Tinkers.
Do you have any proof that it's for you? Do you have any proof that you're here to collect it?
And the figure just reaches into the long bellowing sleeves and just pulls out a small piece of parchment and just slides it towards you very subtly. You look at the parchment on the table and you see very similar sort of like handwritten notes or a note in the same shorthand that Midala had once given you with his signature to take you
Similar
on.
or the same?
Roll an intelligence check.
We only had a second note too. Waited.
But go on, I'll wait for your roll.
What roll was it?
Intelligence.
Oh, just straight intelligence. 17 plus 4.
Okay. You look down and it is the exact same. You notice the signature is identical to the one that was given onto a small, basically it's like a small card that was that Midala, the Kopara, had given to you when he took you into his employment. Before the figure's hand just grabs the card and slides it back to him.
I'll put the package on the table. I'll sort of start sliding it towards him and then sort of slide it back towards myself like, so, how is our boss?
He is awaiting the package.
Yeah. So what happens if I give you this package and doesn't head towards him?
Then I lose
I'm gonna
my
use
head.
Mind Link on Theron. Are you okay?
Yeah, give me a second.
You see the eyes just as Tara mind links with you, Theron, and you reply. You see the brown eyes of this human, or this human man, just look up at you.
Do not try anything.
Do you know who I am?
Yes. And I know your friends.
And if I was going to try something, I would have already fucking done it. Now ask yourself another question. Why does your employer keep on hiring me?
You are effective.
Yes, so shut the fuck up.
Mr. Pike sent me to grab the package that you retrieved.
Yes, and I'm asking for fucking proof.
I gave you proof. The same card
What's
that
your-
he gave you.
Fair enough. What's the name?
What name?
What's your name?
My name doesn't matter. I'm
What's
a
your mother's
messenger.
name?
I'm a messenger
know.
for our employer.
He never said that he was going to send anybody for a package.
He never tells me when I am to retrieve one either.
Maybe he should. Maybe he should tell me.
Mr. Pike is expecting this package.
Well done. I know this already. As you already know, I know this already.
Gonna do it again. You definitely
Okay.
okay?
At this
Okay,
point,
I'll get.
Tara, you
Yeah.
mind link.
Mhm.
Theron, you don't hear anything from Tara in your head.
Okay. There's a non sequitur. Yeah, so.
I'm here to collect the package from you, Theron.
Well done. You know my name, and you're here to collect the package that I thought I was going to deliver to said person.
Are you definitely okay, Theo?
Too much time has passed. Mr. Pike requires the package imminently. And I have heard tale of you leaving this continent soon. By the morning, I have heard.
Yeah, that's fine and all, but I've never done our employer dirty.
Not yet. But he doesn't
Not
want to
yet?
chance that either.
How about I lay onto a little secret? I could have fucking outed him. I could have fucking destroyed him with magic missile. I could have done fucking anything I really wanted to.
I'm here to collect a package
Don't.
for our employer, nothing
Yes,
else.
well done.
Gonna lean forward to the party. I'm gonna
You do
check up on
realize how dodgy you sound.
Start getting up.
Your friend is coming.
Yeah, well done.
Pass
I've
me the
got friends.
package now.
If I... Okay, give me some assurance. Give me some assurance.
And he just reaches into his sleeve again and slides a small pouch of coins towards you.
Ah. I wish you didn't send some coins towards me. What are the coins going to do?
Send me the package, otherwise Mr. Pike will have to take action over your employment.
Okay, fair enough.
Quickly.
Are you able to send a message to Mr. Pike?
Let me know if I'm closer to him.
Tara, you make your way to the table and you see a small package wrapped in sort of brown hides and paper or parchment. And Theron has his hand on it. And it's kind of in the middle of the table, but a little bit closer to Theron. As you see this figure, his eyes, you see this figure looking now at the candle in the center of the table, and Theron leaning into him.
If you're offering me coins for shit, it doesn't mean that after this naturally you wouldn't have to offer a coin. Because he's already gonna pay me.
Gonna put my hand on Theodron's shoulder.
This is getting rather dodgy. And I send a telepathic message to Tara. I'm like, this was supposed to be a job, but this guy's trying to take this shit, and he isn't very convincing. Be
Right
ready.
behind you. Literally right behind you. On literal contact on your shoulder.
Tara,
And behind.
the figure opens his mouth, and you hear this sort of like very low set, breathy voice.
We are good for drinks. You may leave us.
I don't work here. But I'm sure the goblin woman can get you some.
On that, am I 30 feet away from Rayloff?
Under.
Right? Under.
Yeah.
I'll send a message to Rayloff.
Are you
What's
Are you casting message?
No. I've got telepathy.
Okay, telepathy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can literally speak into.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know when you're using telepathy as opposed to like sending a message. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just be like, watch this other guy. And that's about it.
The brown eyes look back up at you, Theron. Not even looking at you, Tara, whatsoever. You see this figure is fixated on Theron.
Come on, Theron.
Thank you.
Keep on looking at me, gorgeous.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. Well, come on.
You just see Theron's eyes go an emerald green, start to glow. Sort of like a mesmerizing like flow of emerald and different coloured greens in his eyes.
How much do you trust your friend, Gustafsson?
I never told anybody my last name.
No. Except for our employer.
Yeah, but I still don't trust you. If you are indeed from our employer, tell him I will indeed get it to him. Have I ever let him down?
His patience has run out.
Yeah,
I am
maybe
here to
my
collect.
patience is wearing out with you. Be careful. Because I'm pretty good for your employer. As he well knows. I don't trust you. And the whole point of me giving a package to somebody I don't trust, you get the picture. If it disappears, then...
Mr. Pike has rendered your services
Well done, Mr. Pike.
useless.
Yeah.
He-
Oh, has he?
He is relieving you of your services.
What, right now?
Pass
Because
me the
you've
package.
decided? Okay, if he's relieving me of my services, maybe I should take the package. And I bring it closer towards me and start to put it back into my pouch or whatever backpack I've got.
That's a very poor choice for you and your friends.
It's a
Can I
very
try
poor
to
choice for you.
sleight of hand take the
I'm
package
sti-
off Theron? Like, while it's
Oh,
behind
yeah.
his back?
Oh, actually, yeah. Can I try sneak the package
Okay.
back?
One of you roll sleight of hand with advantage, or both of you roll sleight of hand.
It's completely up to you,
Well,
Theron. I'll attempt to.
Yeah, I'll
get
have
it
to
anyway.
roll the sleight hand, which is going to be shit, by the way.
Okay.
That's fine.
So both of you
Oh,
roll one
what's it on the-
roll
Oh,
for me.
give me a sec.
Okay, I'm grabbing it. I can tell you that. +2 is 19. Papa Smurf likes.
14. It's probably a 1.
From
Yeah,
where we're
yeah. 15.
Okay.
from where we're sitting, would we see it sort of escalating a bit, or just sort of hear any raised voices?
You hear Theron raising his voice, but that's the only voice you hear being raised.
Will they see extra glowing?
Maybe.
Right.
Depends on if you sat facing us or not there.
And I will
What
say
did
to you,
Theron telepathically say to Raylos?
it was only quick because you've got to think my attention is actually on the situation, so
Yeah, I know that part.
I
Just
can't,
say
I
that
can't,
at least
I
Raylos
can't give him like
got
everything.
a word in.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly be like, yo, I'm still willing to get the package to him.
Your services are no longer needed.
You keep saying this, but if my service is no longer needed, got the fucking package, you dolt.
Shall I inform Mr. Pike that you are not willing to deliver his package?
I never said this. You've said this.
So hand me
Pessimistic fuck.
the package you just passed off to your friend.
I'm about to pass off your face to the floor.
Very well, Mr. Lovesofson.
I shoot sparks in his eyes using prestidigitation, and then I use magic missile.
If he has passed it me, I would like to put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
If he's managed, I don't know. I don't know what the end result was from the sleight of hands.
All right. Theron,
If he was successful.
you
He noticed it, but he didn't stop it. So.
Theron, you
That's fine.
cast sparks, and then as you stand up and push your hand forward, you see the red energy and fizzle out as you see two of his fingers just slightly raise.
I'm gonna get up and start heading towards Theron just to stop. Yeah, I'll just start heading.
Does he look like he's wearing any metal at all?
No.
No. So,
The figure looks up at you, Theron.
Yeah.
That was a very poor choice.
You're a very good trick.
and he's going to cast Flaming Hands.
Yeah, make the roll. And I'll see if I can use shield.
How close would I be able to get before he starts?
Oh, sorry, not
that?
Flaming Hands, Burning Hands. This is immediately, so you haven't got the chance to act straight away. This is all just in the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're going to cast it at 5th level.
Fifth
So-
level.
Yep.
That's
So
fine.
that will be.
5th level's down now.
Yeah.
Those is
What?
good.
What's the hit though?
I'll let you know. Well, it's a save from you guys. Let me just get the page up properly.
Question: with
Yes.
me being behind Theron,
Mhm.
would I get any benefit?
Yeah, you don't get burnt. I get it.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is the DC higher than me, which is nice.
Let's have a
I'll
look.
take it.
So I
Sure,
will,
it's just natural. They're just a deck save, isn't it?
yeah. So let me just do the damage. So both of you roll a dex save for me.
Do I get any benefit for being directly behind him?
No.
No. 18. Dex, okay. Non-natural 20.
Nice.
16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. Sorry for a second. Alright, so what did you guys roll?
16
Non-natural
plus
20.
1.
Okay, so 17 and a non-natural 20. Okay, Theron, you take 16 points of fire damage as flames just out of this figure's hands. Tara, you just barely make it and take 8 points of fire damage.
Damage. Okay.
And just after the flames emanate and hit both of you, catching part of your robes on fire and
Just
burning your
realised
flesh.
I don't actually have that many health points left because we haven't had a long rest. I've got like 7 hit points left.
The
Wait,
fate.
from when?
You would have had a long rest, by the way.
On
Theron.
the trip
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on full and then
Yeah,
deduct
just
it.
take 16 off of your full. So long rest and then go to full.
Trucking.
Okay. Well, I don't have a battle map for the tavern, but we'll just play through our heads. But if Tyra and Theron, are you continuing this? Roll initiative for me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting in on this.
Okay. So
I would have been heading there already.
yeah. So roll initiative then, really.
You got it, boss.
For fuck's sake, it won't let me.
Wow, this is terrible rolls.
Did you say 16?
Hey. Yeah. Take away 16 points of fire damage.
Yeah. It just wouldn't let me do it as an actual thing. Like I had to do it one at a time. Okay, initiative. Uh, 10 plus 5, 15.
Okay. So 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
And then, so 15 to 10.
11.
Theron, what did you get?
8.
Hey?
What did you get for initiative?
15.
Okay, so Theron, then rail off. Gerald, are you getting in on? Or are you hanging out
I'm
near?
going to wait just a bit because he
Okay.
hasn't quite
Yeah. Okay.
gotten it serious yet.
All right. So it's their turn first.
Question.
Give me assurance, I would have given the package. I'm just saying.
I mean, he showed you the employment card.
Yeah. Loads of people could forge that motherfucker. Do you think you're dealing with? Plus, if it's a good item, I can take it for myself.
Let's see. You know what?
Also, I'm. Oh, sorry.
He is going to push his hand forward and look to you, Theron.
This was going to wait until your voyage.
I want
Oh, so
you.
he's going to kill me anyway. So
He's going to cast Blight at 4th level.
What does Blight do? Question.
does he
A
have
lot of
to?
necrotic damage.
Nice.
Does he have to? Does he have to do a ranged attack?
No, it's a con save on your end for me, please.
Is it a melee or is it a ranged attack?
It's
Range.
it's a ranged spell, but it's a save.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, but would it be
plus
done
one
in
weapon.
disadvantage because it's ranged?
No, because it's not an attack. It's not a targeted spell.
Get it, cool. Well, no worse.
Oh,
Just question.
19 plus 2, 21.
Okay, you succeed, so you'll be taking half damage.
Just a quick question. 'cause
Yes.
It's probably not. For the misspell book, that's just on spells on me, isn't it?
Read it, but I'm pretty sure
It
it is.
says, a Book of Arcane allows the user to use a reaction to change one letter in the attacker's magic spell and cause a different effect.
Yeah, if you can hear the spell being cast, or if you can see and you know the spell being cast, yeah, you can change the
Okay.
ladder.
So I will. Does it have to be change one letter, or can I remove it? Can I make it a blank?
You have to change it, but I'm not sure if it would be like a spell on you, because if like it's targeted towards you, then you can change as a reaction.
Question.
That's
Would his shield make it go to him?
Sorry?
Would his shield make it go to him?
No.
okay. That's fine then. I mean, it's up to you
I don't
if
know, I
you
was-
you'll let me do it or not. Because I know what I'm going to
Change
change.
the
to.
ranged.
I would say, because it's one of those like rare oddity items, I'd say because it's more personal, I'd say it's just spells on
Aw.
you. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'll tell you now. I was going to change the B to it. Either get rid of it so it's just light,
Mhm.
or if I couldn't do that, change the B to an F.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
make it
yeah. That's what I was
light.
thinking. Yeah. All right, so
That's cool, though.
you'll take half
Good
damage.
thoughts.
Let me just roll it out.
Thought I'd see if I could be cheeky.
No,
with
it's
No,
really,
that's
really
cool.
good move though. Well, really good question.
Yeah, but as a reaction, can't I chronal shift and make him re-roll?
He's not rolling any
Doesn't
attack.
roll.
It would be
You
your roll.
And
How's
since
he
you
not
saved, I wouldn't want to
how's he
re-roll a
not
save.
rolling an attack if he's slamming blight on me?
It's not an attack. It's not a targeted attack. It's
It's our ranged attack. It's just a
it's
spell.
it's a ranged spell, but you make a saving throw. It's not an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a reaction, I can stop that, can't I?
No.
I'm pretty sure I can, yeah.
Shield only gives AC.
I mean, carry on, but I'll
Thank you.
try to find out.
Okay, so you take half damage because you succeeded. So you take 23 points of necrotic damage.
Did he make any type of attack roll?
No, I've said it was a saving
How-
throw on
how-
your end.
A range attack is an attack roll.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, but he didn't
some
make a range attack.
some spells are attacks like magic, like firebolt, for example. You'll aim and you'll try to hit the AC of a creature or higher to
Yeah, and
attack
if-
them. If it's a
Do
saving
that as
throw,
an attack roll.
yeah. But if it's a saving throw and it's a spell that you need to save on, all you need to do is you roll a saving throw.
Give me 1 second. Attack roll and a bit of check, or a saving throw.
Okay.
But you want to re-roll your own saving throw.
You've already succeeded your
Which you
saving
passed.
throw, but if you want to re-roll it, then you can use
No,
chronal
no,
shift.
it was just for the sake of it.
Okay, so you take 23 points of necrotic damage.
23.
Mhm.
Fuck off, dickhead.
That was when you saved. It does a lot of necrotic damage. It does 8d8, if I remember from when I had it on my warlock.
And
That is it.
and he's going to look over to you, Terra.
Yep.
And just as the figure turns,
I'm sorry you got mixed up in this.
and he is going to not as much power as what was shown on the blight, but like just a little flicker of power as he's going to I want you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Certainly.
As he is going to cast Sapping Sting on you, and you notice this, the small purple blackish energy begins to trail out from under the sleeves and around to his fingers, and like almost dripping like shadowy ooze onto the ground before these like elongated finger tentacles just latch towards you.
I rolled a 13, but I get a +7, non-natural 20.
You just make the save, so that is that's half damage, and you do not fall prone.
Okay, cool.
So let me just get this. Sorry, dice.
Cast 2 spells.
If one's a cantrip.
Ah, okay.
Whose attacks are going when?
Okay, so you take 5 points of necrotic damage, but you stay prone though. Oh, sorry, no, you stay standing. Yeah, you don't get pushed down to prone. The initiative order as they finish their turn, it is Tara, Theron, Rayloff, then back to the figure. So, Tara, you're up. What would you like to do?
Cool. Because it was so fucking dope. I really. Is it black? Do you see it was black?
Yeah, it's black and purple. Of like it's almost like ink, but the shadowing wisping off of the tentacles that have latched around your chest and around your sternum.
Is it like a sticky kind of thing, or is it just that?
It's just shadow. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna apply that and get my staff with my orb on. Turns out, help me once more. And behind him is going to port the little eye portal and jumping out as those. Well,
as you do, you see his hands quickly and just clap. And you, what level is the portal?
If you're going to counterspell, I would like you to ask on what level counterspell you're doing it on.
Okay, he is going to counterspell.
I'll say what I was going to do it on anyways.
Yeah, he is going to counterspell just standard 3rd level.
It is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
So it's
the DC is 10 plus the spell's level. Okay. And what am I using here?
Wisdom, won't it?
No, well I think
Is it just a roll and you roll if it's 13?
Yeah, it's either a straight roll or because I don't think I use my ability mod. You attempt to interrupt the creature. If the creature is casting a spell if the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect.
Then fuck me then.
So you see the hands clap, and you feel in your body this
same level.
Yeah, this ominous just this silence throughout your entire body for this moment, Tara. You do expend the spell.
That's cool,
but you just in that moment you just feel numb and silent.
Then and in the middle of me is going to like a part of me is going to revenate a soul of Mogwai. It's going to latch onto Theon's back, and it's going to use
whoa, permission, bro.
I don't really give a shit, and he's going to use a
Who's latching onto me back? Who's latching onto me
the
back?
The spirit form of Mogwai.
Is he ethereal? Can
you gotta listen. Yes, the spirit version of him is now on you.
Okay.
Gonna heal you for 4 HP.
Better than nothing. I was expecting die next turn. Okay. Back up to 23.
Anything I can do. Let me just confirm.
The only problem I've got is he seems very magically adept, so any spell that I do with anything with wisdom, he'll probably have a pretty good save. Shame I didn't keep any spells for like the dexterity saves. I'll find out then. Oh, well.
Okay, cool. Let me mark down that useful. That ends my turn. I can't do
Okay,
anything.
alright. So, Theron, you're up with Rayloff on deck.
I will use my newly acquired Plasmal Killer, 4th level, and give it a go.
Okay. So, is it a attack roll or is it saving throw?
Creature can see, illusion manifestation of deeper spheres, visible.
It should say right at the top.
Must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I mean, does not. Oh, yeah, it does tell me. What number? Go on.
That's 24
Yeah, no.
on a wisdom
Don't
save.
know. What a waste. Matt does fuck all.
So you cast the spell and you feel the energy hurl towards them, and as it does, you just see the eyes.
And as that happens, as my bonus actions, since I can't do shit on swag.
Okay. You do hear Theron after you attack, just before Rayloff. You're about just as Rayloff, you are walking over with your halberd out, and you're.
I'm just going over with my shield.
Okay, as you begin stomping over, Theron, you hear just as this form says to you,
I will spare you if you give me what is owed.
Yeah, but you haven't give me any super proof.
Fine.
Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do?
You know what? I hold the package out. I'm like,
You haven't got it.
You haven't got it.
Yeah, you haven't got it.
do you want
Rayloff.
the package?
You haven't got it, Theron. Tara has. You passed
It's
it
not
off to
in your
Tara.
possession.
Oh, in that case, I'll look at my hand and go, oh shit, yeah, I haven't got it.
Rayloff,
You want the fucking
Rayloff,
package?
what are you doing?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
yeah.
I'm gonna push the Theron and Terra behind me, and just sort of just stand guard in front of him. I'm just gonna say to him, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you both need to stop it now. Well, no, you all need to stop it now, not both.
All right. Roll an intimidation check.
Boy. It's not good. It's 14. I say it's not good. It's better than what I was expecting.
And then 1.
What did you roll? Sorry.
14.
14.
It wasn't the best.
You notice the figure. He doesn't seem phased, but his eyes do look up to you for a moment, before back to Theron as he is fixated on him.
Well, he's behind me. He'd have to look through me. I'm literally. I've pushed them all both behind me.
Okay. All right. Just in this moment, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
The figure looks to you, Rayloff.
Step out of my way, or die.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Theron is displeased.
and you see him just like almost out of one sleeve. He begins to pull out this like these dark black and purple sickly tendrils again. But you notice, just as they reach his fingertips, it turns into a small red point, and straight towards you, Rayloff. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Do I know what the spell is?
Disintegrate.
Oh shit, son. Give him the package. Give him the fucking package with disintegrate.
Yeah, but we got the.
I'll say, Rayloff, can you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage for me?
Motherfucker, disintegrate. He's fucking out of level with disintegrate.
Exactly.
Okay,
But the good thing is that he's using all these big, powerful spells, and if we keep living, he's got fuck all. Do you know what I mean?
Trying to
That's
think.
what I find out.
I'm going to use the reaction. Got it.
Okay.
Terra, I'm
You-
just saying, you have the package, so
Yes,
you're
I
the
know.
one
Rayloff?
who's got everything.
I don't want to shit on it. Do you? Because you. Did you use your reaction before?
No.
I know.
use my
I know. It's
reaction.
because we discussed thingy. It has to be towards you. Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I will use the reaction, so it's disintegrate. So I will change. I'll change the. Yeah, I'll change the.
Dissipate.
That's an
Oh
entirely.
no, disintegrate.
Yeah.
I was just seeing the digital. Forget me. This is why I'm.
I'll
not
change
fucking-
the I in disintegrate. Like not the. Yeah, in integrate. I'll
Yeah.
change it to an E. Just I can't really think of much with that.
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate, yeah.
Unless
Probably won't do
I
anything.
find a spell that is disintegrate.
I
Oh,
do
it
have
has
a
to be an
question
actual
based
spell.
on that. If he changes a letter and it's no longer a word, does it poof it out?
And it has
Depends
to
what
it
it
has to
means.
change.
It's a B.
Yeah, it has to change. Not necessarily to another spell, but just to
Another word.
Change the
a
form.
legible like power word that could be a spell and be used that you know of, or not even know of, but you know what I mean. Matter.
Like this.
Oh wait, can I change that? Sorry.
Okay.
I'll change the D to an M, so misintegrate.
Oh, okay, that's way better.
Okay.
Because you're missing misintegrate. You're missing.
Can you read what the
disintegrate.
misspell book does for me, please?
So
Best be good.
close it. A book of arcane knowledge that allows the user to use a reaction to change one letter in the attacker's magic spell and cause a different effect. That's all it says.
That's a
Okay,
I suppose from
okay,
the
yeah.
amount of variation that you can have in DM has to
okay.
determine it.
Okay. Okay.
I feel
Yeah.
like this will be the more
Yeah.
we use it, the
And to be
easier
fair,
it'll
the
get.
word misintegrate.
Okay.
You know what?
All right.
I don't me hands up.
Who's
Okay.
missing?
Thought of that.
You, Rayloff, as you pull the book out and you push along one of the pages on the indent, and you see a small shield just around the book. You see the slight red bead straight to you, hitting that shield, and not going to you, but missing you.
Oh, here we go.
Theron,
Cost.
can I please
Oh
get you
my
to roll a
Theron!
dexterity saving throw? Because you are right behind
You know it's
Rayloff.
not gonna be good. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Hey, it worked.
Oh, I was hoping you'd let me roll like a D100 and decide where it goes.
16 plus 1, 17.
17 fails. So that is...
Oh, what? Okay,
Shit,
fair.
they're on me dead.
That
No,
is...
it fails. I fail or you fail.
You fail.
Oh.
That is 71 points
Yeah, I'm
of
dead.
damage.
Well,
Does it
unconscious,
reduce-
Technically.
Does it reduce you to 0 or below?
Yeah, it does. Of course it does. Don't be fucking wax.
Yeah.
So
That's what the other
Theron,
part of disintegrators.
Theron, in this moment,
How much? 70?
71.
Yeah, calm down.
In this moment, Theron, as Rayloff is standing in front of you, and you feel an immense pain rack in the center of your chest.
Yeah.
What would you like your final words to be?
Final words.
Yeah.
I still got saves, motherfucker.
Not with
Not with
disintegrate.
disintegrate.
Great.
Not as you die. You get turned
Oh.
into a pile of ash.
Oh shit, is this actually it?
It is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Whoa,
reaction.
wait, question.
Come in, mate.
Wait, this takes priority. He's wearing the
Do I-
belt. He's wearing the belt.
Do I get a reaction?
He's wearing Sierra's belt. No.
Wait,
'Cause
actually.
Oh.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the
That
belt
boost-
that
it
we're
puts it
wearing.
back
That
up
if
to
you
health.
die,
Yeah.
he lives with
Technic-
1 HP. So it takes.
Yeah, puts it back up to 1 HP.
Yes. That is.
God.
What a
the,
chad.
God.
What
Cool.
a chad.
God
Did I
fucking
definitely
cool.
put it on?
My heart.
Theron.
My heart.
Theron, you feel that, and your vision goes blank as Terry, you look to Theron, and part of his arm slowly begins to grey, or quickly begins to grey.
Okay.
And just as the hand begins to just away, you see the belt, and the bead in the center glow bright green, and crack, and the belt fall off and turn to dust. Theron, you are still standing
I'm
at
gonna
1
shout in the
HP.
air, Oh, Sierra! And then
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'll just make a
drop my
note just
finger
for
down.
no future reference.
You're
to
gonna
that.
die.
Good.
I'm gonna point out some
God fucking cool.
You're gonna die. Fucking hell.
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I mean, would have been prepared. I've got another character.
Don't give a shit. I'm facing
Oh,
this part.
it would have been so good. It's like
Nah.
Chetney Plus.
at this point, just after that happened, the figure is going to, like, without even looking to you, Terra, just whip one hand, is going to cast Mind Sliver on you.
They need line of sight.
Oh,
We'll be
motherfucker.
behind Rayloff and Theo.
Like, literally, my spells are going to do fuck all. It's going to be like,
Okay,
beat 'em.
that's right. Let me have a look.
Beating up with a fist is always good.
You can see within range. If everyone is huddling, if both of you are huddling
I
right
literally
behind Rayloff.
pushed them all
Literally
behind me
behind.
and
Okay,
literally
alright.
doing that with the
Okay,
shield.
so Rayloff, I want you to make a intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Okay, so I gain advantage on that because of the spell shield.
Mm-hmm.
A spell guard, sorry. I have gained advantage on saving throws against
How
spells.
come I don't get any savings? What?
Because he's using
Oh.
a mystical.
Is using a magic item.
Okay, 19. That's as good as I'm gonna get.
19, just under what you needed.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, that sounds about
You know
right.
what? I totally forgot I've got that ring. I could have used time stop. Motherfucker.
Well, now you know for next time, but still.
Boom.
If it was anything else, not
That-
intelligence.
That is 11 points of psychic damage to you, and on your next saving throw, take away 1d4.
Okay,
All
but I
right.
still get the advantage. That's fine.
You see the figure is still backed up into this back table corner, and you guys are surrounding. After the figure, it is Terra. What would you like to do?
My healing spirit is going to pump another health into Theron.
Mm-hmm.
Missy.
6 HP. Rolled
Did
max
you
for
also
that
just
one.
hear a little thing from Gerald saying, "Are you guys alright, or is 3v1 not enough?"
Maybe a little tear kind of grunkly voice in my throat.
Let's say 6, sorry.
6, yes, you gain 6 HP.
Gerald would like to join initiative at next round. if you
Okay.
can, please.
Okay. Roll initiative, and we'll add you in on the next round.
Will do.
Replay roll.
20 million.
What I was going to use uses concentration, so that's a no. I'm going to peek of my head around Rayloff and Thorn whip his leg or something, so I had to take him off balance.
What, on the figure?
On the guy, yeah.
Okay,
we'll
alright.
yes.
Alright, you sort of look underneath the table and you go for a thorn whip. Go for it.
Yep. Well, I can with the, what's this? 17 plus 7, it's 24.
24 does hit. Roll for damage.
2d6. 6 and 4. That's 10 damage, and he's pulled basically on Rayloff.
Alright, 10 damage, and he is just like just slams into the front of your chest, into your shield.
Probably a shield, yeah.
As you just hear a blatant into your shield. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright.
In fact, I'm gonna switch places with Theron. So I'm going to be behind Rayloff now.
Okay.
And Theron is going to be more protected by this.
Okay. Theron, speaking of you are up. What would you like to do with Rayloff on deck? And Gerald, what did you roll for initiative?
21.
Nice.
Okay, you are who in front of Terra.
Yeah.
Who's next then?
So, Theron.
Oh, mine next.
Yep, you're up. And then Rayloff's on deck. What would you like to do? You are bundled behind Terra, and in front of her is Rayloff, and then in front of Rayloff is this guy. So what would you like to do?
I'm sorry by shouting like me.
No, don't be. No, it doesn't matter about the audio. That was a fucking good call. We were right at the final words until you called out Sierra's belt, and that was a fucking awesome call. Good shit, dude. That was insane.
I'm not even joking. My heart was literally outside of my chest.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Will use
extra breath.
I'll use Fog Cloud first level.
Okay. So, where are you aiming it?
Centered on the character who's doing this harm.
Okay. You begin to see a deep purple fog fill everywhere, obscuring everyone's vision inside. So right now, that would be Rayloff, Terra, and Theron, and the guy whose vision is obscured.
Yeah, I've got true seeing now. Is that? Does that allows you to see through the fog?
As a bonus action, can I? When's Gerald coming in?
Next round.
Next round.
Next. Okay. As a bonus action, can I telepathy Gerald and be like, "Fog Cloud, we're going out here." Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear in the midst of the rabble, as the rest of the room have kind of start freaking out, you hear Briar, "What's going on?" And you hear Courage just right after that,
Stay with me.
and curling, and Gerald, you look back and you see that Courage like curling Briar behind and into him as he's like keeping in front of him.
Theron loves Courage more.
And you do hear Theron shout out about getting gone. That's his turn. Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do?
Hero.
You are.
Sorry.
Rayloff.
Isn't it Terra?
No.
Oh no, Terra's already gone.
Terra's already gone. So it's Rayloff, you, and then the next round Gerald is coming in. So you are face to face with this figure against your shit just in front of you. What would you like to do?
You
But
don't have to worry about missing.
you do see, like, in front of you and around you is magical fog, so it obscures your vision. So you see a hazy figure in front of you.
Yeah. Quick question: was what Theron said telepathy?
Yeah, it was technically.
Okay, so I wouldn't have known that then. So that's fine. So.
But you've seen me use this tactic before.
Yeah. But this time it's inside.
Yeah.
I did it
So-
inside the very first time that we did it, when we had all those guards.
Oh yeah, and when you fucked up, I remember
So,
that last
Rayloff,
time.
what are you doing?
So I'm going.
I didn't fuck off. We got caught, technically. And then I fucked
I have
off.
a question. Can I, because for like any sort of like grapple or shove attack that uses one of my attacks,
Mhm.
can I use both attacks to do a shove and a grapple? Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Ignore that. I'll just make a grapple.
That's like two
Okay.
actions.
All right. So, roll a unarmed strike for me to see if you can grab on with disadvantage, because the fog cloud obscures your vision.
Okay, it will be athletics.
No,
Yeah,
just an
Oh no,
unarmed
sorry. Yeah,
attack.
I do an attack roll first,
Yeah.
don't I? Yeah.
Unarmed attack and disadvantage for me, please.
Okay, so I will do reckless attack then.
Okay, flat
So
roll.
I do just flat roll.
All right.
So +7.
Just get an advantage afterwards.
That's fine.
Which is normal.
Well, he gets a normal roll because if he does
Yeah,
a spell.
yeah.
That is 24 to hit.
24 does hit. So you grab on, and how are you grappling? Are you curling in with a headlock, or are you just?
Yeah, so I'm literally wrapping my shield about the back of his head and just shoving him into me, so he can't see anything other than
Okay.
literally just
Oh,
trapping him behind my shield as well.
Okay.
Boogie boogie.
So it's my athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics, isn't it?
For if they want to try and escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, that's just try and seize him, isn't it?
No. The attack roll is to grab and keep and get him there. Only when they want to escape is a
Okay,
contested
okay.
check.
Speed is now 0.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to be there.
You hear just next to you, Rayloff.
Theron, I'm sorry it came to this.
And you notice.
I don't have the
And
package.
you notice Rayloff. He raises his hands up, facing towards you, and you see in the center of his palms two, like on one on each. Just shocks of electricity before it strikes towards you, which he would have disadvantage because of either the fog cloud or because he's in 5 feet range of you. But you got reckless, so he's got advantage, which is a flat roll.
Not with the spell shield. Spell god. I get a disadvantage on spell attacks.
So we just counter the normal.
Yeah,
So
so
he's
it's-
up because he's got
Yeah,
reckless
what's
the
and then
spell?
go back down.
Sorry,
What's the spell?
he's going to cast chain lightning.
Oh, I can't really do a lot with that, can I?
Oh, actually, wait. No, I'm not. It's not even a fucking targeted attack. I want Rayloff, Terra, and Theron all to roll.
Is it disadvantage?
No, like I said, it's not a attack roll. It's you guys have to make saving throws. So I'd like all of you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Technically, still use the
Yeah, but
book.
it's a restart. I was
So,
doing that
Before, when you
So-
had the book and you used both hands to hold it out and push, I think you just have too, like with the shield and grappling him as well. You have too much going on to get the book out to use
Yeah.
it.
So
I was going to say
chain
chain fighting.
Dexterity saving throw, please. Yeah, for all three of you.
I think
Rayloff,
that's
Theron,
Brenel's a
and-
glass though.
But why wouldn't you have disadvantage in the smog?
Because if it was a
Reckless.
targeted spell, it'd be disadvantaged because the fog obscures vision. But he would then it'd be a flat roll because Rayloff has reckless or use reckless, which means
Oh yeah,
enemies get.
obscure this.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone roll. You three roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
You do realise I've just swore at you and it's going to end
I know.
up fucking stupid.
Possibly.
19.
Why didn't I use for each? God damn it.
What was it? Dexterity?
Yes.
Yeah. Dex save.
15
Yeah.
plus 1?
To be
Okay.
fair, it's gonna knock you down anyway, isn't
Okay.
it? Because you're only on
16?
1 HP.
16?
Okay.
16 is good
So
enough.
16 Terra
19.
and
Oh, he's
Rayloff.
going to make it more than 16 now.
Sorry,
Look at his
Rayloff.
eyes.
13.
Okay. All of you fail, and everyone takes 33 points of lightning damage.
How much?
33.
33. So
Oh,
you are
okay.
on death saves, but it means that you're not instant death.
As-
So that's good.
As the lightning and courses through all of you, as you do feel
50 what?
Hmm?
How much?
33.
33.
Yeah.
Does he need line of sight to where he's cast?
Oh, good point.
That's why it was, at least for you, that's why it was disadvantage. But
No,
there
but
isn't
doesn't
an
he
attack
need line
roll.
of sight? No,
Doesn't
doesn't he
he
need
need
line of
see
sight
it to
where
cast
he's...
it?
Yes, I think so.
He wouldn't be able to see anything because he's currently in my stomach.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
it's
he's
on
arguing
you. It's on you and it chains
Ah, okay.
to targets near you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well,
I thought
I'm
it was
out.
just the point that you had to determine how well.
No. And
Right now, Theron, yes, you are. You're
Yeah,
on
no.
that stage.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't get too relaxed. Because Mogwai's here to help.
yeah, and with that, Rayloff, as you've got him to you, you feel your arms just suddenly empty. And with that,
Now that Theron's down, would his fog dissipate?
it would.
So would we see
yes.
him?
As the fog dissipates, still on his turn,
You just see his face determined as ever.
you notice in his neck he just twitches slightly, and you see veins just burst upward, and just as the veins burst slightly, you notice part of the skin just turns a slight green before back to the flesh tone, and the fog disperses, and as it's on his turn and you see as he's going to use action surge, you see him just over over Theron with a small blade in his hand, and raises it up and goes to hurl it down. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. And we'll come back right there for to continue whatever this fight is, and see if Theron does actually survive this or not.
It's giving me very much what's it called? How our last party wipe happened with the whole chain lightning at first.
I thought you were
Yeah,
going to go
those are flashbacks.
with my character dying because it disintegrate.
That as well. It's like a double combo, really, isn't it?
It's like
to be
trauma
fair,
times two.
So if Theron
To
gets
be
down
fair,
and
we
dies to poison,
I survived the disintegrate, so I'm happy.
Because
Anything
of
else
Rayloff.
after that?
Rayloff, that was a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing call, by the way,
Well,
with the book.
well, it
Fucking
was Terry
spectacular.
who remembered about
Yeah.
the belt.
Eric's
Well,
Surge.
Bo, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say Rayloff and Terra, both of you take an inspiration point. Because what you, either the things you called out or the things that you did, really caught me off guard and surprised me, because I wasn't expecting either.
Okay,
So,
okay. That means that they can use it against my eventual death in a minute.
Could.
but
We could.
But then
Do
is
we
against
really like
Just-
Theron?
I'll say, just remember, just remember,
That's something that you have to deal with yourselves.
just
Yeah.
remember though,
No.
like I
Theron
did
died.
just say for the person, they did just use action surge, and you don't know how many attacks they might have.
That means we have 2 attempts. Yeah,
Possibly.
possibly, if we want to use them.
So,
Fair. Oh, yeah. That don't matter.
yeah. But with all that said,
Go.
to everyone else, thank you very much for watching. We've had a lot of fun. It's fucking intense because someone doesn't want to give a fucking package. But we will see. We'll see next week where this continues from and how it might end. But with all that said and done, thank you very much for watching. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.
possible.